You know, in only 1 year, I have been able to harvest so many fruits and vegetables, and honestly, I'm pretty impressed by myself. Hi guys, I'm Jonathan from Mauritius, a small island in the Indian Ocean, and today I'm super happy to show you my vegan permaculture project, which I have been on for about a year. I'm just getting started, but you know, this channel and this video is to show you that we can do permaculture without exploiting or killing animals. I'm 31, and for the last 15 years I have been living in a big concrete house, and yeah, it was pretty cool, but in my late 20s I felt like something was wrong, but I didn't know what it was, till I saw an event on Facebook of someone doing a guiding tour of his permaculture land. I was intrigued, even though I have never been interested in, planting trees or growing veggies. I'm not a farm guy. Anyway, I went to the event, and to make a long story short, it was amazing. To be in a food forest, to see a rainwater harvesting device. I saw the guy pulling out the tapioca from the ground. You know, the energy, the feeling, it was just amazing. And on my way home, I promised to myself that I wanted to create the same thing, but in a vegan way. One year back, I settled on my land of around 1,200 square meters, but my house is only 28 square meters. Yes, I live in a tiny house made up of two 20-feet containers, and you know, it's pretty small, but it's more than enough for me. I really like the concept of recycling old things and giving them a new life. My containers have been used for around 10 years before ending up as a house. Even my tables, my benches are made up of old wood pallets, and my bathroom sink is an old recycled tub. Permaculture is not only about planting trees or growing veggies, it's a lifestyle which tends to follow as much as possible nature's way. And in nature, everything is recycled. Water through evaporation, leaves and branches through composting, fruit seeds into trees. It's a cycle. As a tropical island, the climate here is perfect for growing crops. Actually, I feel so lucky. I'm grateful for living here. There's this proper balance between rain, sunlight, and there's this humidity that plants love. Since a year, I have been planting several fruit trees in view of creating a food forest. I've planted already bananas, papayas, guayabas, mangoes, coconuts, dragon fruits, passion fruits, breadfruits, citrus fruits, and so on, and some take more time to grow, but others grow pretty quickly, like bananas, guayabas, and papayas, all the A's actually. I've also planted faster growing crops like tapioca, vegetable pears, taro leaves, tomatoes, okras, and in only 1 year, I have been able to harvest so many fruits and vegetables, and honestly, I'm pretty impressed by myself. One of the numerous mistakes I did when I first settled on my land was to start a vegetable garden quite far from my house. It was really painful to carry all the tools there and get them back when I'm done. Doing night patrols, pick up snails and slugs was also some kind of a challenge. And here, they are pretty big. If you don't pick them up, they can clean up a whole vegetable bed in one night. I got discouraged in growing my own veggies and focused mainly on planting trees, till the beginning of a lockdown, when I decided to start over again, but right behind my house. I'm then seconds, and it's easily monitored. I even came up with an anti-snails device made up of scrap pieces of fencing. And now I'm super happy that I got back at growing vegetables, because it's so satisfying to watch them grow. It's like a therapy. I'm doing my own compost without any manure. Actually, I'm using only plant-based materials like kitchen scraps, leaves, branches, and so on. You just have to find the proper balance between the nutrients, and it works really well. And if you're vegan and you still want to use manure in your compost, please make sure you get it from a sanctuary and not an animal farm. Or else you can still adopt rescued animals, give them food, give them shelter, and then can use their manure. It's like an exchange. I got a lot of upcoming projects, but the most urgent one is harvesting my own rainwater. It is one of the most common principles of permaculture. I'm actually waiting for the lockdown to end to buy gutters for rainwater harvesting. Meanwhile, I've placed a barrel right where my roof ends to collect my rainwater. Even without gutters, the barrel is filled up in a few hours when there's a good rainfall. I've noticed that plants enjoy rainwater much more than potable water. Here in Mauritius, the water supply is sometimes shut off for whatever reason, and people complain because of a shortage, even though we can all harvest our own rainwater. I think that there are essential aspects missing in our schooling system, like growing our own food, harvesting our own rainwater, and maybe building our own houses. These things can be taught along English, French, mathematics, art and design and so on, but I think that it is important to be as sustainable and independent as possible. Here you are guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to ask questions and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share if you want more content on vegan permaculture. I will be more than happy to share with you the progress on my farm. Just one last thing before we end up the video. Vegan and non-vegan friends, let's create a world where we don't have to stick a knife in an animal's throat to please our taste buds. Let's create a world where peace is not an utopia. We can't do it alone. We have to do it together. Meanwhile, I wish you all a peaceful day.